Hey guys, welcome to, for the first time, Medieval Engineers, a game about medieval building, castles, trebuchets, blowing up castles, and physics and stuff, structural integrity, so much more and stuff. A lot of stuff to be excited for. So, in this video, first off, I'm going to be showing you my castle. In future videos, I'll be doing like montages and stuff, destruction videos, all kinds of creations and stuff, all things to be excited for. So, starting at the tour, first off, this is the only thing that isn't mine. I haven't gotten into the small ship building yet. I'm still getting used to the new ship, because if you want to get into this game, it's not going to be like a pick up and play. Like if you were used to Space Engineers, it's a lot different, even though you expect it to be the same, because there's no space there, so it's like slightly different controls, new things you got to get used to. And if you wait till later in this video, I'm going to show you stuff that other YouTubers haven't actually showed off that I think is probably the best part about this game. And that was a Skype notification. Let me turn that off for you. Skype, I guess that's what happens when you haven't recorded in 3 months. I'm sorry, guys. Anyway, so we have a trebuchet here. This is one of the two, like if you played Space Engineers, you kind of know how you have the stations and you have the ships and you have small ships. This is pretty much the station. But it can also turn into a large ship. When you break the blocks, it turns into pretty much a ship and crumbles down, falls apart. And this is the small ship of Space Engineers, where you have tiny blocks that can be put together. But like I said, this is nothing like Space Engineers. These aren't actually entirely all blocks. This is, if I can get my crosshair on it, do it, early access people, and attach it there. Bam, that's not a block. Whoa, what's that? It's rope. What happens if I hold this button? I can actually pull down, and bam, now I have a little launching system. So if I go ahead and go into the character tools, grab let's try large. Actually, no, large won't work, will it? No, because that'll break. So we'll go ahead and pop down one of these. We can actually pop down a cap. Come here. What? Okay. Let's just say we got some of these down here. We can copy and paste it in, or if we go over top of it and be very gentle, we can actually pop it in. Yeah, that wasn't very gentle. Get in there. Yes, okay, we didn't blow it up. Alright, and then if it's hopefully a little bit down, we can go ahead and launch it. Oh boy. Okay, well, don't worry. In future videos, I'll start working on some of these, make some crazy cannons that are blow this thing up instantly or something. Yeah, you can just shatter this, get out of here, grab the big guns, the more fun part. There we go. It actually doesn't do that much more damage against small things because they blow up instantly anyway. Moving on, here is the bridge that I was too lazy to make a drawbridge for because I was busy working on that stuff, and drawbridges are actually parts small ship. What is? I'm sorry, I probably should be avoiding all the bugs, but this is just amusing. Go, little boy, go! Be free! Be free! Okay, you need to die. No. Oh, jeez. This is one intense fight. Come here. There we go. Oh, it's still going. Yay! Okay, we won. Anyway, this will soon one day be a drawbridge, which will be made of small ship parts. You'll have a pulley system that will be like up here in one of these windows, so lift it up and drop it down. You probably saw that in the trailer. You know what to expect of it. But since I haven't done it yet, I set up a little drawbridge, a fake little TNT system or something, gunpowder system. This guy ready to blow the bridge in case someone crosses over and I can't close the bridge, except they can't blow up. Maybe in the future. Request it, guys. Come on, request and you may receive. Most likely, that's pretty much happened in Space Engineers. Everything that got requested got in there, except planets. But you can always hope. It's fuzzy dice. Don't forget fuzzy dice. So anyway, moving on. We have a giant ditch here for when this thing crumbles and falls apart. Then everything will fall down here. And if we don't have explosives, we can also set up a cannon under, or not cannon, a trebuchet or something like that, another vehicle to launch something up to like destroy this structure, and then structural integrity will crash it down. Pretty simple. And you can make it as a trap. So we have a long thing here. Also, this was created with the magical, like, voxel hands tools. So, start off with grass, then dirt, line that, and then filled in the bottom with stone. So, it's kind of like sedimentary layers, and looks very realistic. It's got some patches over there of dirt leading off the edge and stuff. Grass falling over a little. It's pretty cool. Then, if you don't actually have an experience with the castles sometimes have these slants down here that will, if you drop things from like up here, you can actually launch it on top of people to like hit people with rocks to try to climb over. So in case this is closed and they make a path over here to climb up, you can drop stuff on them or whatever. Or maybe if they're in the pit, I could just drop stuff off the castle and kill them so they can't climb out. Something like that. And also because it looks pretty badass. It adds more meat to the castle. Also more stability. And also wraps around the ground, so it definitely adds a lot more stability. Hello, good sir. Anyway, heading into the castle, we have a lovely interior that I actually haven't built buildings with for. I will get to that. I told you. I'm still trying to learn all the new mechanics and all new things I could figure out. Anyway, over here is the part that took me half the time. Go ahead and head inside here. Climb up these wonderful staircases. We have... Oh. No. How dare you refuse me, piece of wood. Okay. Well, he's gonna get his hurt. I don't know. So, down this hallway, we have our archers, I guess. We could just fire out at the enemies. Got our little tool system here. Actually, I don't think anyone... Oh, the other YouTubes haven't showed this off yet, but I'm trying to get the aim. Bam! Alright. So, I got my signature colors here, but just like in Space Engineers, you can change the colors. Whatever color you want. You could be some hot pink. Where is it? Where would pink be? I don't know. Pink? Maybe it's a red with the... There we go. Yeah! Got some pink in there. Except I don't want to be pink. Let's go back to signature. There are you. 200. Oh, this is going to take an hour. There we go. Signature color. 200, 100, 100. Beautiful. So, we'll go ahead and head over here. You realize I have nothing over there. Wonderful. We have ladder system over here. That don't work yet. Fly up here. This is where we can actually add more like towers over here to stack up on, and maybe add more open area here so we can add like a trebuchet or other vehicles to launch back at them. So like on the castle artillery, because that's also another type of archer. So yes, we could just modify this over time. Head back down here. We go up this more. Come on. We have another archering section. Wonderful. You can enjoy the view if you like. Go back all the way down here to the bottom. From the bottom to the top. Alright. Moving on to the biggie. Oh, wow, so we got this wonderful looking thing. It's beautiful. Let's head over here. This is the town hall, I guess you could say, or main building, housing of the king or whatever. So we have these wonderful pillars. They're actually giant, like, entire stones. These stones, blocks inside. Yeah, I'm losing my words. It's been 3 months, I'm sorry. So, entirely to the roof, and then we have outer curves and walls to blend it in properly. Probably blocks in the future will probably fill these in. In fact, there's a little hint. There's actually stone pillars that are becoming soon. So, I actually have them used over there somewhere. We're not supposed to be using them, but I gotta tell you, because I'm guessing they aren't gonna be released yet because they haven't got this ability yet. This is actually a timber block, which is used on the catapults, and you're able to adjust the size by scrolling the wheel, and you can pretty much position any way. In fact, right over here, I have them as supports to hold up the stairs. And if we head up these stairs by jumping, yeah, the stairs hitboxes are a bit wonky. That's why I use one of the support blocks to actually fix it. And this will go on to the topic I said earlier that I said will happen later in the video. So I'll get back to that soon. Dun, 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 dun. Empty room. Out here we have, yeah, hitboxes. Told you. So out here we have a. I'll show you from the outside. Moving on. Gotta fly up here. We have. We got another watchman over here. We got more rooms for probably housing. Probably like king and queen on each side. I don't know. I just made rooms, and I'm gonna figure out what to do with them later. A long drawbridge where we have along this, and then we have these stone pillars and stuff. It's beautiful to hold it up. And I guess it sums up everything. So now the exciting part. What was I hiding from you this entire time? Well, there's two very exciting things. First off, I'll show, yeah, the one you might know from, I think someone did include this in the video, I don't remember. But let's grab the best example that I discovered this with. If we go ahead and grab this wonderful block, you might notice that it's only on one side. Where's the reverse? Is this it? Nope, this is, I missed it, but that is a window. There are no other blocks to this, but how do we get the door to the other side? Because turning it, can't, that's just going to face it the other way. So the way to fix this is the scroll wheel. Yes, you can use the scroll wheel to change the orientation of blocks to different properties, which is crazy. Like, you have, like, all the blocks, they can just have one. Like, maybe if this is implemented in the Space Invaders, you can scroll through the glass to see what you want, rather than having like 50 glass pieces in the inventory. So it's really, really cool. You could just scroll and then place a block. Done. Bam, now you have them merging into each other. That kind of leads on to the next topic, but yes, it's very cool. It's actually, because that's how you actually do the timber. You actually scroll, and it goes up to an entire block long, all the way down to one little block as a small ship. So let's actually see if anything else has that. No. Does that? Oh yeah. Oh wow. I actually never knew that. But yes, you can have corners. Look at that beautiful corner piece. You can actually. Yeah, I'll get back to that. I'll get back. All right. See if anything else has it. Does this have it? I'm actually experimenting. I'm still learning, people. Gotta figure all this stuff out. Do these have it? Do these have it? Oh, okay, there we go. So you got the reverse and the stair pieces, so you can only have one block for that. So you could choose a side, or you can have it on both if you merge them. Let's see. But anything else have it? I don't think so. That. Oh, there we go. Corner piece. Oh, this has a lot of them. So yes, we have a 1, 2, and 3. Wonderful. Maybe this one has it. Alright, check that. Nope, that one doesn't have it. So I guess you get the point. You can use a scroll wheel, and you can pretty much cycle through reverse blocks, alternate blocks. It's incredible. Look how small the inventory is now for blocks. And if you expanded it to all the blocks, it would probably be twice the size, or later in the future 3 times as more variations are added. It's really, really cool. Now to the very, very exciting part that I've been waiting to show you, and I don't know why it took this long to show you, but let's go ahead and place this block down. Now you guys know how Space Invaders has a variation of blocks, like main blocks. We have that block, you have that block. Where are the other blocks? Well, you have these curved blocks, but how do you get the other blocks? Like, what happened to the one that would curve around the edge? Well, let me just show you something. I also forgot to mention Q and E are now rotation because it's a flat plane, so Q and E are now the rotation of the planes, and you can spin blocks around like a carousel. So, what we could do is actually spin around, hold Alt to merge the blocks, and now we have the, what is it, inverse corner? And you pretty much created a new block, which is really cool. You can delete them at both, and you can even, if you get a better angle, spin around, click, spin around, click, spin around, click. Now you just created a fake collector. Oh yeah, except well, I guess it can collect. You just probably drop a couple cannonballs in here. Well, that broke it, but pretend it didn't break. Now I was throwing later, maybe from like this angle. I'm really wrecking this place. But just pretend it was stronger. You could probably just roll stuff into the collector thing bin, and then bam, you're holding physical objects. You can pretty much make your own blocks. In fact, I'll never that in there. In fact, I actually made use of this pretty well here. Now, you might not notice anything special about this, but right here, I actually extended this wall into it, which people probably wouldn't realize you could do. Like if I tried, there we go. There we go. Because see, these are actually angles leading into this, which ends at a flat wall. So people think, oh man, if only that was a little longer, and then they will be able to blend well. Well, you can actually make it longer by actually merging the two blocks together. If I actually get the correct block out, there we go, and find the proper rotation, 2 more, there we go, and there we go. Now it looks like it actually was extended. It was actually part of that block. So that is really neat. Did I do it? Oh, I have another thing over here in a barrel. Gotta love those barrels. If we go ahead and head over here, drop down here, you can actually use it for stylization. So say I have a wall here. What I can do with this wall is actually blend it in with this thing, and it looks like you actually cemented a wall closed, like you're hiding something. Like say you're expanding something, you want to say, hey, this actually has a hidden room behind it. You can actually close it off like this rather than deleting the block and then putting it back. And you could be, oh, something special is behind here, and then your enemy or whatever, which you probably don't want finding, but you could just smash it down, break through it, and what is behind? Oh, a mysterious cavern. You could blow the stuff through and stuff and smash blocks. Break the wood. I don't know. It's not what they're gonna do. Maybe they're gonna destroy our precious possessions. But yeah, stylization is another key feature that could be done with blending of blocks to create new blocks. And that leads into the fact why over here I put this little timber here and ensure the hitboxes are fixed with stairs, because you can of course blend blocks together to create new purposes. So now it's completely fixed, no problem. But if we try stepping from this one, we're gonna have a little bit of an issue. No, not big of an issue. If you have an issue, just woo, fly like a little dragon or something. I don't know, whatever medieval creatures call it. But yes, you could just create and fix your own problems by merging blocks to pretty much fix any situation. Yeah, that was the first time large projectile never broke. Smash them. Yeah. Oh, also, if you're, oh wow, I got that perfect timing. If you click it, it will not go far. If you hold it for very, very, very long, boom, it was like the ultimate smash. So you can, however long you hold it, determines how far the projectile is going to be. So yes, something important to tell you guys for when you're wondering, hey, why is my projectile not hitting the castle when I'm pretty much standing in front of the block? There we go. So all you gotta do is hold it down, release the Kraken. Whoa, where'd you come from? Oh, and I'm sinking. No. So I guess we're digging a tunnel here. So I think that actually sums up everything. If you want to see future videos where I destroy this castle with structural integrity on and other cool stuff, which actually isn't ready for, if I turned it on, it would actually crumble. I don't know why, I'm still trying to figure that out. But that is the fun part about this game, discovering what you did wrong and trying your best to fix it and failing at it and wasting hours. And then, like, when you finally get it right, oh my god, it feels amazing when you finally get it right, because this is tough. It is pure engineering skill here. So yes, if you want to see me tear down this castle with structural integrity on, make sure you subscribe, and we will do it very, very, very soon, hopefully. Alright, I've got 2 more things to talk about. I keep forgetting what I'm going to talk about. Yes, I wish I remember. Something very important for those who aren't new to space engineers. I'm actually... Oh, actually, the graphics settings are very customizable now. So yes, it's wonderful. I have everything pretty much on max, except anti-aliasing. Something to keep in mind. None, to get clear people out, because every game is different with anti-aliasing, with the performancing. But just to give everyone an idea, I have no difference in performance with FXAA and none. And FXAA is pretty much equal to MSAA 8 times, except for that this has a performance drop. So pretty much categorizing. None, if I go ahead and look at this guy, you actually can't tell on YouTube. Wonderful. So none means jagged edges on the anti-aliasing. If we switched it to FXAA, it is pretty much perfect with all the edges. There's like no jagged edges, but it is like very, 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 very small desaturation in it. And it's so small that I actually don't care, and I'd rather plan this, because these have the exact same frame rate. And you might be able to tell as I switch, if you look at that shadow, it gets a little lighter because of the like loss of color. But that is the biggest difference, is that it's a little bit lighter of a shadow. Everything else pretty much looks almost exactly the same, other than losing a very small tiny color. But if we edit, oh my god, I'm losing my voice. If we head over to MSAA times 8, there we go. So it has the same exact color quality as none, with the quality of FXAA with the anti-aliasing, but it's a pretty big performance. So right now I'm at 44 FPS. If I switch back to FXAA, I'm back to 60 capped, and if I uncap it from DX Story, then it's, I believe it runs at 150 for me, which is pretty incredible. Like Space Engineers, it runs at, like, for me, 90 on a very limited map, and on big maps it runs around 40. So this game is like incredible with performance. Like if you have a problem, please talk to me. I'll try to help you out. Like it's incredible. And also I have a 6080 Ti graphics card, which 2 years ago was the best almost, and nowadays it isn't, but it's still a pretty high-end card. But most of you probably have something more around like a 670 or something, or 660, so you'll have like no problems with performance. Also destruction, it has almost no impact. If I go ahead and bring out the almighty hammer of thing of doom, right now the latest update, it has a little bit of slowdown. Yeah, very small little stutter once it hits the wall, but it doesn't actually drop frame rates. It might be the update rate, because the update rate is separate from the actual response rate of like the server and the FPS. It's all separate, so it can all keep running if one fails, which is pretty cool. And as we tear this apart, I still have 60. If I launch several of these, yeah, a lot of smoke, things everywhere, still at 60. Structural integrity isn't actually on, so I can't bring it down as the mass is, but that would be in the future. Speaking of the future, we are almost at 3,000 subs. You know, if you actually were a sub this whole time and you didn't drop out on me, then you might actually remember that a while ago when I hit 2,000 subs, I said if we hit 3,000 subs, and when we do, I will release a free copy of Space Engineers. And I am still sticking to that. It's still in my inventory as we speak, and it's been waiting there for a new owner. So if you want the free copy of Space Engineers, go ahead and subscribe so that you are ready for when the time comes, and the 3,000 subs should hopefully be, well, I guess after releasing this video, it's probably going to be a couple days, maybe. I don't know. So you could be ready for that. And since Medieval Engineers is out, you can actually, I believe it's a 25% discount for owners of Space Engineers, so you can also get Medieval Engineers cheaper if you have the winning copy of Space Engineers, or if you already owned it yourself, or you can give it to a friend. You never know. Just free copies, I guess. Also, 4,000 subs when it hits. I am also expecting to swap between Space Engineers and Medieval Engineers, and maybe I'll do a giveaway in Medieval Engineers at 4,000 subs. So get some free copies of that too. Free copies for everyone. Everyone loves free copies, right? Just every 1,000 subs, new copy. That's how it's gonna work on this channel until the end. And so if you enjoyed this video, and if you are excited for the free giveaway and other things to come, explosion videos and builds and collapses and mass destruction and everything, don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you in the next video, which I don't know, what do you guys want? You guys want destruction? You guys want more castle building? You guys want me to actually finish the other copy of the castle? I actually only worked on one half as I got used to this stuff and experimented with new block merging designs and stuff and saw the cool capabilities. And just, yeah, it's not gonna defend me with anything. So, what do you guys want to see? Castle building, destruction, simulations, little contraptions, maybe? Outposts? You guys name it, and I will deliver. So, thank you all for watching, and I will ride off into the sunset. And it's not a sunset, but it'll be in an hour. Just wait an hour, I guess. Maybe I can't do this. I gotta do the hand thing. So there we go. Now it's like 1 hour. There we go. I will ride off into the sunset. I will get there. Why are you guys still watching? How about I'll ride off into the night? There we go. Oh, I'm riding off the night to fight the battles of the enemies. I don't know. Just thank you all for watching. Goodbye. The moon is spears.